Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hit Zone with your hosts, J Hits and C Rob. Sit back, grab yourself a drink, and let's talk sports.
Hello, everyone. It's your boy, J Hits.
I'm C Rob.
And say, this is the Hit Zone and our first post game show, man. Let's wait there. What's going on, man? What you think about the game, bro? Before you say anything, let's let people get in a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. As we getting things started, bro, it's always good to have a Cowboys victory. It was much needed after this weekend, but hey, we just gonna focus on the Cowboys right now. And man, I gotta tell you, man, I ain't really had no doubt the whole time. It kind of seemed like a little kid playing with their food, man. We just playing with them. We letting them hang around, and it was like, okay, y'all really think y'all had a chance? All right, let's go on and shut this thing down. And hey, man, I just want to be the first to say, hey, man, Cooper Rush did his thing, bro. He did his thing. The dude is consistent. He not He's not winning the game necessarily, but he's making the right plays. He's not doing a bunch of audibling. He's playing safe, and hey, safe against teams like the Giants, that'll get you a dub, bro.
Yeah, man. Cooper Rush did his thing, man. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I see with Cooper Rush. The thing about what's going on with Cooper, man. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people saying, he's Dak or that's replacement with Dak. Cooper is not Dak Prescott, but he wins, and that's what you want from your backup. Just win, and not to mention, man, his receivers making plays for him, man, especially Noah Brown.
Yeah. Hey, Noah Brown might be our one.
Cause CD Lamb damn sure not.
Hey, man. Hey, he made up for the drop. You got it. I give him credit for that. He made up for the drop, but bro, you number ones don't drop those. You can't drop wide open deep passes, bro. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it hit your hands like that. I mean, it was like, come on, bro. First of all, stop letting it come to your body. Catch it with your hands. If you're a number one, you don't let it come to your body.
Facts.
But hey, man, Cowboys went to the Netherlands and got the dub. The Giants, who are exactly who we thought they were, they came up against a few teams that's subpar at best. So yeah, man. Hey, what about our D line, bro? What you think of what you think about our defense? They said that Matt Jones had the most pressures in this game in his career, and Matt Jones have had a lot of pressures. So to say that this game here was the most of his career, what you think about our defense and our defense performance?
Yeah, man, it was impressive, man. They made a big deal about LT being there to see Parsons, and I think Tank Lawrence was like, "Oh, LT here." Okay. Tank Lawrence showed out that first half. I think they said he had 5 tackles and 2 sacks in the first half. That's a good game, bro.
Yeah.
Like you got to give him props. Micah's a disruptor, bro. Micah's a disruptor. That's what he does. He's making Dorrance Armstrong and Tank and Odigizua, all those guys look good, man.
Yeah.
He draws attention. And this defense, it's the Giants. It's the Giants. You got to remind yourself of that. But this defense looks like it might be for real.
Yeah, they was real good on third down, man, especially in the second half. Getting out the field. The only thing that hurt him was the Jones scramble when he was scrambling going up the middle. But outside of that, man, the Giants was like dead to right, bro. Saquon Barkley got to lose something one time. That's about it. Their receivers was dropping a lot of passes too. So that was big. But hey, y'all, this is the post game show for the Cowboys' victory over the Giants. Drop us a comment. Let us know if you want to come on the show. I'm gonna put the link in the description.
Hey, Sprinkle Jones, you did say have faith in Rush. You did.
Yeah.
You did. We give you credit, Sprinkles. That's like, hey, I ain't nothing we can say, but hey, Rush did his thing. He did his thing, and right now, it's a lot of teams probably like, dang, he was free. The Cowboys cut him.
They can't
Cowboys
do
cut
that
him.
anymore.
No. He's making himself some money right now. He's making himself some big time cash right now, and they gotta give him credit. I can't give him enough credit for the game that he played tonight.
Yeah. I like his poise, man. He's real poised. He's like he doesn't get rattled. His facial expressions doesn't change. You know, even when CeeDee Lamb dropped the ball, they snapped back to him, and he was still had the same face. So, you know, that's what you kind of see in him. It's like the stage is not too big, and that's big for your backup quarterback, especially, man. So, yeah, Cooper Rush was a free agent, right? He wasn't drafted, right?
Yeah, I think he's undrafted and free.
Yeah. Okay. I thought our offensive line played well. What happened to Jason Peters? He
I
came in, he
mean,
went out.
he
I know
came
he's
in.
old. He's 40.
He came in and played well, though. You got to give
Yeah.
him credit. But when he came in the game, they started running that ball.
Yeah.
So give him credit. But hey, you know what? It's more than the notion to get into football shape.
Yeah. I think he hit his pitch count. I think was like by 6 plays.
Yeah. But
He came in, he made a difference though. He did make a difference.
Yes, sir.
I thought the rookie Tyler Smith played real well, man. And he played well on Monday Night Football. So
he was moving people, bro.
Yeah,
he was moving people, and that was impressive. That gives you some stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
I'm looking happy. No, bro, it's relief. It's relief, man.
Man, it's the Cowboys. I felt like if we can just be 500 when that go down, but the way Cooper is playing, man, we got Washington coming in next. Hey, man.
Yep, 3-1.
Yeah,
3-1 should be the expectation.
Mm-hmm. Is Washington at home? Is that game at home or on the road?
Oh shoot! Let me take a look. Take a look here. But I'll tell you what. There was a moment in the game, man. They were when Saquon broke for that run, and they were like, "Oh man, he's back. Saquon's back." He was getting shut down the whole game, bro. He broke one run. They said it. It was like his first 11 carries was for 30 yards, and this last one was for like 36, and he's back. And then they talked about the Cowboys, and they was like, well, I mean, if you take away a couple of big runs, they really didn't do anything. Like, come on, man, what y'all doing right now?
I thought that they didn't run Saquon enough. I thought they put the game into Jones' hands a lot. I mean, it was times where Saquon was like, he'd have a good run, he wouldn't get the ball for another 2 possessions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it seemed like they kind of handcuffed him a little bit. But I thought that Saquon was running the ball, and I think our defense, if there is a spot on our defense of concern, it's stopping the run. Still, it's just for some reason, you know, teams stop running, and I think a lot of it has to do with score pressure. You know, if we go up on them, they feel like, okay, now we got to throw the ball, and then you playing it to our strength, which is rushing the pass.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have to play with the lead. If we play with the lead, you're right, Rich. That the defense, this defense is perfect for being in the lead because then you can unleash the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of them. You see all them dudes standing up. Ain't nobody in no 3-point stands. Everybody's standing up because you don't know who coming.
Yeah.
But this defense, Saquon Barkley, 14 carries, 81 yards.
That's not enough carries.
But hey, it's probably 13 carries for 50 yards.
What about the backup? They didn't even give the backup the ball.
Yeah, you're right.
It was like, man, like they just didn't want to run the ball. They felt like they could pass the ball on the Cowboys, which meaning that they haven't seen the past 2 games that the Cowboys have played because we've been putting pressure on the quarterback nonstop. Every quarterback we played.
Yep.
So
hey, and shout out that this third down. I'm looking ESPN stats. Third down, they were 3 of 11.
on third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's solid defense, bro.
Yeah.
You right. You're right. They had 25 rushing attempts, but yeah, a lot of those was the quarterback.
Well, a lot of them. And then we
So,
put the spy on them. We started using Wilson.
finally.
And we shut that down. Wilson played
Finally.
another great game. Do Javon Curse, is his job, J-Ron Curse's job in jeopardy? Because, man, hey, Donovan Wilson has been playing a great game, bro. Like, I like his game. He's a thumper. You know, he make us physical. That's what I like about his game.
Yeah, I like that about all our safeties, man.
Yeah.
Once you got Rich, the NFL don't stay committed to running, so defense will keep the offense in the game.
The 49ers run the ball. I feel like the 49ers is one of the few teams that really run the ball.
But you would think a team with Saquon Barkley is going to run it a little bit more. I thought they could have used a little more deception, some zone read stuff with the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would seem real obvious when it was a design quarterback run, because they would empty the backfield. It was like, oh, okay, they sent Saquon in motion. Like, okay, they finna do a quarterback draw.
Yeah,
that seemed real easy.
Turpin almost got loose.
Turpin's a weapon.
Definitely a weapon.
He's a weapon. I'm glad we have him. We talked about it last week on the show. After week one, it was like, oh,
yeah. Because if you think about it, last week he set us up to win the game. That when I think he brought it back to like the 40-yard line, and we made 2 completions and we won the game. This week he set it up for us to win the game, man. So yeah, Turpin is definitely a weapon, bro.
He's a weapon,
especially with our defense. You know what though? Our defense don't make them. We don't punt. They don't make the team punt a lot. You notice that?
They give up. It's like almost like bend but don't break. They give up a lot of yards.
Yeah.
But then they stop folks like between the 50 and the 30.
Exactly. And that'll make teams go for it on short down. Yep. And we usually hold them. So that's a turnover instead of a punt. But we don't make teams punt the ball a lot, man. And we need to start making teams punt the ball because we do have that weapon back there.
Yeah. What did you think when they it was a kick? I think it was a kickoff, and they kicked it short to him. I was like, wait, y'all ain't seen the video though?
Yeah, they did it once. They didn't do it no more.
Yeah, I was like, dude, kick it out the end zone.
You know, they was in the Netherlands. You know, sometime a gust of wind or pop up out of nowhere. Maybe that was happening and held the ball up because
maybe miss hit. Shout out special teams. Also, we got a blocked field goal. How often does that happen?
Yeah, that was a momentum changer too.
Yeah, no doubt. But like I said at the beginning, man, we let them hang around. That was concerning. And guys, if you're just joining us, we have kind of let CD have it a little bit. He made up for it. But you cannot have those types of drops. It's a division game. You have an opportunity to put people away. You put them away.
And the rookie Jalen Tolbert, he came off the line, burnt the receiver, had to step on him. Great release. All he had to do was make the catch, and he couldn't make the catch.
Right. Is that why we haven't seen him all year?
I was thinking the same thing. I'm saying, okay, that's why you're not making the roster.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I still think we might need to make a move for a receiver, man.
Let's go back.
I'm not convinced.
Go get Amari Cooper back. That's what we're missing, Amari Cooper, right now.
Yeah, he'd be nice to have, bro.
Yeah,
he'd be real nice to have on the squad right now. I bet money he makes that catch. Yeah, that's what. Hey, behind the curtain, we're texting each other during the game. What we say hits. He's not a number one.
He's not a number one.
Hey, solid 2, bro. He's a solid number 2. You can take that however you want.
And say, with that being said, Noah Brown is a solid number 2. If you keep playing like he's been playing.
Yeah, he's making himself some money, and that hey, good to see. It seemed like whenever we are pretty decent, we'll have one of those guys like last year. Cedric Wilson just kind of came out of nowhere and was a productive receiver and got paid. I feel like that's what's about to happen with Noah Brown. It's certainly as long as Cooper Rush is playing.
Yeah.
You can clearly see that Cooper Rush trusts him. Clearly see it.
Yeah. He does.
Hey, look, even Simi Fehoko made a big play.
Mm-hmm. The tight end Ferguson. And what's the other tight end we got?
Hendershot.
Hendershot. He made a couple plays.
Yeah.
Stay on your feet though, man. Stop jumping in there, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you're asking for it doing that.
Yeah, and then not staying in bounds. Say you see you short on that third down. You see you short, man. Just go down, man.
Yeah.
If that was a better team, I would have been more concerned. I wasn't really concerned about the Giants. The clock stopped. Okay. But you need to know that for when you play Aaron Rodgers. You don't want to give him any extra time. We good at wide receiver. Peter's full time gonna make our O line nasty. CD is the number one. Respectfully, cool. We're gonna have to disagree with you on that.
Yeah, well, cool is Oklahoma fan, man. That's a lot of that Oklahoma Sooner
Hey,
come in.
hey, he was a number one at OU, no doubt. It's starting to seem like what we saw at OU ain't quite translating. He had a lot of yards after the catch at OU. I guess NFL they can tackle better than the Big 12. Surprise, surprise, right?
Sometimes I wonder if it's between the ears with CD, man. Because I mean, I don't question his talent, man. I think the dude is a talented receiver. He doesn't concentrate. A lot of times he try to turn up field and make a play before he catch the ball. Like that pass that he dropped. Bro, you can't allow that to get into your body like that. You got to catch that with your hands. And that's a touchdown if you catch it.
Potentially.
Cooper put it on him. Like, he didn't have to do anything but hold his hands out and catch the ball. So, yeah.
Rich say one question for both you guys. How was the play calling by Moore? I'll let you take that first.
I thought Moore did well as far as balance is concerned because he ran the ball. I think at one point in time, they was pretty much balanced. It was maybe
like 14
a few,
14.
maybe a few leaning towards the pass, but I feel like he stayed balanced. He stuck with the run. Some of the in and around plays and the trick play, it still got a little trickery to it that I don't like when he gets too fancy. I thought there was a time, even though that play there was a hole, that was the fourth down, the third down play, and it was 31. All he needed to do was run the ball. I think Zeke had picked up like 6 yards, but I felt like he should have ran it there. But I mean, overall, man, I think he called a well game, and at the end of the day, we won. So it's great for me.
Yeah, I agree, man. I was sitting watching that first half. I was like, you know what? Kellen did his thing. He was in his bag a little bit. He pulled out the little trickeration, but it wasn't ridiculous timing like it was against Tampa.
No doubt.
So yeah, and then, man, yeah, drops. He called some good plays, and they weren't well executed, and you could see it. It was plain to see, especially what stands out the most is that play call to CD was perfect. It was beautiful, and they blew it. CD blew it. Yeah, we are usually hard on Kellen, but tonight, hey,
yeah,
props.
I'm hard on Kellen, man, because Kellen deserved to be criticized, man, for what the first 2 games and the game plan he put out there, they were horrible. Especially that first game. That first game was just ridiculous. Like, the problem I had with him with the Tampa Bay game, he went into that Tampa Bay game thinking that he was going to be able to use the same game plan he used last year to beat Tampa Bay this year. And to me, that was just silly to even think that. But hey, going forward, I saw too. It looked like on the sideline, him and Mike McCarthy, like Mike McCarthy was kind of letting them know, hey man, get it together. You saw that a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that is what's making Keller more better play caller is Mike McCarthy. And I said that Mike McCarthy want to keep his job, being an
Right.
offensive guy, a guy who've called offensive plays in this league. You're gonna have to step in there and somewhat take over the rings a little bit, or at least have more input in the offensive scheme and the offensive game plan. I think that's what he might be doing. Is some of the reason why we seeing the improvement in the offense.
And I also want to bring up, we hate blaming refs, right? But since we won, we can say the refs missed a couple of calls. There was a holding on who was it on? Brown, like right in the end zone. And then another holding. I think that drive before last, where we end up having to kick the field goal.
That's the one I was talking about. The one that they held Noah Brown.
Yeah. So again, like Kellen called those plays, and Noah Brown could have had a lot bigger game if either the refs throw the flag or they don't hold. They held because they had to.
Even that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that was called on Wilson, where he kind of slapped the ball, and that was tic tac right there, bro.
That was chicken ass.
I was like, come on, man. I mean, and that was a key point of the game too. They could have turned the game right there.
It could have cost us a game.
Yeah, that was big.
A better team would have took advantage.
Anthony Boyer, I think he's fitting in, especially past 2 games. I think he was like a no-show that first game against Tampa Bay, but I feel like he's kind of finding his niche in his defense, and he's playing well, man. It's allowing Michael Parsons to be able to rush more, and him and Leighton Vander Esch being in the middle, man. Yeah, I like the addition.
Yeah, but hey, Saquon shook his behind that first when he got that penalty put on him. Saquon had him. But hey, good penalty though. Because if you don't hold on that, Saquon probably catches that in stride and scores.
Yeah.
He saved a big play. So yeah, I'm good with the Anthony Barr addition. Like, I thought that was a really good pickup. I wish we'd have done more.
Yeah.
I think the Jason Peters pickup was a good pickup. But I wish we'd have done more. Like, really replacing Amari Cooper.
And we really don't know how James Washington's going to fit in with this offense, too. He got hurt, so you never know.
Cool says he's talking about CD again. He's number 1 in title alone. Give him 8 games or a whole season with the number 1 title, then judge.
That's
no,
fair.
man. Like, no. Let me tell you, your first round pick. What year is this? Is year 4? Year 3 or 4?
3.
Like, no, you don't get to get a whole season because, my bad. If you're trying to win a championship, you don't get a whole season to prove yourself. You got to come in ready to ball. I'm sorry. There's rookies that come in and ball harder than what CD's been doing. You can't excuse it. You can't excuse drop. This ain't the first game he done had drops in.
Yeah.
This has been his whole career as a Cowboy. It seemed like he never dropped him at OU. But with the Cowboys, it seemed like he good for at least one a game. And he'll drop the easiest ones.
And the reason why I say it's fair because, I think CD has talent, man. I really think it's between his ears, man. I think it's just him not concentrating. He's trying to do too much. He's trying to live up to the 88. He it's like, and when you say give him 8 games, hey, if CD come in for the next game, next week's game on and put up big time numbers and make big time plays and show these, I don't have no problem with saying I'm sorry, my bad. Use the number 1 receiver, but until then, of what he shows so far, I can't put him there. But if you say he needs about 8 games to show and turn it on towards the end, man, and he does that, I would come on this show and give him all the props. But until then, man, he looks like he doesn't look like a number 3. You know, I feel like Michael Gallup doesn't drop balls. You know, I don't feel like Michael Gallup has the ability to some of the ability and the things. He can't do the things that CeeDee Lamb can do once he has the ball. But as far as you throw him the ball, he catches the ball. He do a lot of body catching too, but he catches it, and that's all you can ask for. CD got to stop dropping the ball, man. That's all it is to it. Just stop dropping the ball.
Yeah, we need consistency.
Consistency.
That's what a number one receiver is he gives you consistency. You know what you're gonna get from your number one. Like that's the expectation. Rich, it's a short week coming up. How do you guys think the focus of the team will be in stamina? It's still one of the youngest teams in the league. There's a lot of guys' first road game tonight. So I think they'll be fine. And they're playing the football team. Like they're not playing the Bucks again. They're not playing the Rams or the Packers. Like, they playing the football team. Not it's a division game, so it ain't like it's just gonna be a cakewalk, but I don't know. It should be.
And with the Cowboys, their strength is their defensive line, which is also the most deepest unit that they have on the team. So I feel like that as long as Dan Quinn is rotating these dudes in and out, because you if you notice, man, you'll see Michael Parsons on the sideline for 2-3 plays in a row because he's rotating guys in and out, in and out, in and out. And I think as long as you're doing that, like I say, it reminds me of that old Giants team. Won the Super Bowl with Mike Strahan when they had the rotation they had with that defensive line. So yeah, that's our strength, and like I say, even with the strength, it's also our deepest unit. So man, I'm excited about what I'm seeing with our defensive line, man. Hey, DeLawrence Armstrong, this dude had 6 sacks last year, man. He got about 3 this year so far.
Yes, yeah, he might have 4.
He's gonna make him a lot of money. That's what you call making money there, man.
And hey, yeah, it's a short week at home. It's a short week at home for the Washington football team.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I feel good going into that game. It always feels good going into another game after winning. And winning on national TV. So shout out to the boys, man. 2-1. I don't know about you, but as I looked at the schedule at the beginning of the season, I figured we'd be 2-1 right now. So it's not quite gone the way I thought it would go, but hey, so far so good. They hadn't lost more than I thought they would, so hey, we'll take that as a positive.
Yeah, 2-1 and healthy. I don't think we've sustained any big injuries outside of Dak to our team as far as since we've been playing. Now we got the interest in training camp, but I'm saying since we've been playing. So, and that's the key, man, is to be healthy at the end of the year. The teams that is the hottest and the healthiest are the ones that go on a playoff run. And if we can just hold the fork down until Dak get back, man, hey, this team might do something, bro. We'll see how we are with those Eagles.
Hey, that's down the road a little bit, but hey, we got Washington, the Rams, then the Eagles. So hey, let's try to get a couple more dubs in before we get to that one. I know we gave a lot of people credit. Again, behind the scenes, I was saying, hey, defense need to make a big play. I called for a pick 6, but I'll take the pick. Diggs again all season, man. He's been in position. You ain't seen him just get burnt all year. So it seems like he definitely made a commitment in the off season. You know, kind of pick your spots a little more, be a little more carefully in picking your spots. And he missed one pick.
How did he miss that? That was pick 6.
Right through. Yes.
How did he miss that?
Look, he was thinking pick 6. If he'd have just been thinking, let me pick this off, he'd have body caught that.
Yeah.
Because he was in perfect position. But he rushed it so he could score. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at that effort. And hey, that was a clutch pick. No need for a review. Yeah. So that definitely props to him. We want, we were hard on him in the off season, but dude showing out so far so good.
Anthony Brown been playing well.
And Brown. Yeah.
Whole secondary. And that's the key to our line, man. When you winning up front, when you winning in the trenches, it makes your back end job easier. And that's what's going on, man. That's what it is. Them boys up front are dominate, man. You know what I'm saying? A Diggy Zua, man, made some plays. You know, you seeing these guys show up.
Yeah, Fowler.
Play out. Ohana.
Yeah.
You know, like these dudes making plays. Yeah, they making plays. We got a very talented defensive line, bro. Very talented. Like, I don't see a weak one. Like, everybody come in and they make plays. Nobody just come in and don't have zeros across the stat sheet. So everybody's contributing. So I like that about our defense. Appreciate you, Rich. Appreciate you, buddy.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Hey, can't argue. He looked like he's on target to be all pro again. Real talk. You know, if you do it once, you can do it again. Looking back at the offense, Cooper Rush, 299 yards passing, got the tub. Ezekiel Elliott, 105 yards rushing.
That was a quiet 105, bro.
No, what? That was 25, 105. That wasn't quiet, dog.
I didn't know. I didn't think he got 100. I thought Tony Pollard was up there like that.
Oh shoot, my bad. I'm looking at for the season.
Okay. That
my bad. Giving them all types. Too much credit. Too much for this one.
What did Tony Pollard end up with?
Yeah, you gotta hold up a second. Tony Pollard, 13 for 105 for Tony Pollard.
Okay. Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, 13 for 105. Cooper Rush, 21 to 31, 215 in the tub.
I could deal with that.
And CD Lamb, 8 receptions for 87 yards and a touchdown.
I think he had something similar last week too. What did Noah have?
Let's take a peek here. Noah Brown, 5 for 54.
Okay.
On 7 targets. That's solid.
Okay. Yeah. And made plays when needed. Like it was big plays he made. So yeah.
Yeah, like I said, man, with the offense, I said the biggest complaint, the only complaint you can have as a Cowboy fan tonight is the penalties.
The penalties.
Like that's getting ridiculous. Well, it ain't getting. That's been ridiculous. Like that, if we can clean that up,
bro. We have offensive series where we don't have any penalties. We do very well. Like we move the ball, we get 3-4 yards on a carry. You know, Cooper Rush is hitting the open receiver on a comeback or whatever. As long as we don't get that holding penalty, we can overcome the false start.
Yep, got everything else.
Holding.
Get a certified inspection. Upward back.
Live, I guess we live.
No doubt.
That's it. Well, yeah, man, we just wanted to jump on, just let y'all know we saw the game, get a little feedback, man. That was it. You know, look forward to our show coming up Wednesday where we're gonna really dive into this game. We're gonna of course dive into the Longhorns game. And and go across the NFL and college football all at once. So yeah, that show will be coming up Wednesday live at 8:00.
Yeah, man, it's been real. Thanks to everybody who commented. Anytime y'all want to comment, or hey, we put the link in, y'all want to come in, chop it up. We always ready to do that. Also, like my guy said, Wednesday, your boy is going to go. I guess you could say C-Rob Unplugged on the Longhorns. I got a lot to get off my chest, and we might open the show with that.
Get it off your chest, bro.
Oh yeah. The same way you went off on the Cowboys after Tampa Bay. Yeah. We gonna talk about it. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that, man.
No doubt about it, man. And with that being said, shout out to Rich, man. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat that hit us up and stuck with us. Gonna hit that like button real quick. Share it on your page. Hit the share button. We appreciate all the love. Yeah, Rich, cool. Let's see. Sparkles. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. And like I say, man, we finna call it a night. I'm your boy Jay Hits.
Yeah, man. And again, I know before we leave, I also want to as I always say, shout out to all the truckers out there. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate y'all. We out.
Peace.
Thank you for watching today's episode. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. We'll see you next time on the Hit Zone.